Hello everyone. Sorry about the noise. It's cold again, so I'm running the heater. So you're just gonna have to deal with a low drone throughout this entire video. It's yeah, we've had the spike camp here for the past couple of weeks, and because it's been so cold, they've just been having campfires all day and all night, and it's just been the wood smoke has just been playing havoc with my sinuses, and I've just been having an itchy nose all the freaking time. I should get some Flonase and do something about that. Yeah, and I was trying to do something a little different with the old soup strainer here. I was inspired by my friend Peter, who said, "Oh, going for the robber baron look these days, are we?" And I thought, yeah, let me try the Jim Fisk thing and see if I can't get the handlebars to just go straight out. And I tried that, and no, it's not happening because they just sort of. It's trained at this point, and the handlebars just kind of naturally want to curl. So it looks like I'm just fated to be a knight of labor, which I think fits my personality a bit better and ties in with my chosen profession. So, yeah, it's what it is. Yeah, what I wanted to talk about is, like, you remember, like, last time I talked about, oh, what was it? The all world proof and that whole madness. The the tape recorder was probably the smartest gift that my father ever got me, because I got so much mileage out of that toy. That was one of my favorite things that he ever got me. And one thing that I did was I came up with this thing called Weird Weirds. And what this was, that was my name for my tape recorder experiments. It was, I didn't know it at the time, but I was kind of like a budding little John Cage or something, because I would just do all these weird tape manipulations. Just like anything, any way I could get weird noises, I would do it. I had to have been the most annoying freaking kid ever, because I was shoving the microphone in everyone's face. People were probably just imagining, you know, the recorder smashed in millions of pieces, but because I was a kid, they couldn't do that, because, you know, we can't be mean to kids. But what I would do was, this recorder had a remote function, which means that you do the regular, you know, 3.5 millimeter plug that goes into the microphone thing, but it had an even smaller plug that was sort of shunted off from the main cable, and that goes into another thing that said REM for remote. And what it was you could turn the tape recorder on and off via the remote switch on the microphone. But because there was a slight delay, and it would still be recording as you switch it off, but it would slow it down slightly before it stopped. And then when you put it back on, it would slowly go back up to speed, the tape. So you'd flip it on and off real quick, and you get this like effect. It just made stuff sound really weird. And so I would talk about, you know, I would record things on pause or on remote, which means that I was like hitting the pause button on and off, or hitting the remote button on and off, and just getting these weird effects by doing this. And I remember my friend Nicholas, who I talked about earlier, found that if this was an artifact of his own tape recorder, where if you held down the pause button, it would speed up the tape. I don't know why this happened. It's just this weird quirk about the tape recorder. But, you know, we could make stuff fast, and like if you're doing it on record, you know, it's going fast, but you're going more tape, so it would sound slow. And just these other things that, you know, if you recorded with batteries in it, but the batteries were dying, that would make because it would be going slower, it would make your voice sound higher pitched. And it would also, I found out, because one day I was really sick, and I had to stay at home, and I was just recording my sister and her friends. They were going out the door to go with my great aunt to go shopping or something. And but I was stuck at home in my, Oakland Raiders PJs, playing with my tape recorder, and the batteries were kind of dying. And I was doing it off the batteries for some reason. I don't. Maybe I didn't have the cable or whatever. But I actually kind of liked the effect that it had, because it made stuff, sound slightly higher pitched the more the batteries went down.
No. That's probably Auntie.
I remember me and Nicholas were really laughing about that one time when we did that on his tape recorder. Oh no, I think that might have been mine. That might have been the little handheld one that I had, if memory served. But this one, this time that I was sick, I found that the remote, I would do the same sort of things, but they sounded different, probably because the battery was going down. And I didn't like it at the time, but, in retrospect, it actually made for some really cool effects. I kind of need to find that tape recorder again to see if I can still do this sort of thing. But yeah, I've transferred a lot of these weird noises, and I actually used one in a Movie Explorer video once. Anyway, that's all about that. I don't have anything to taste sometime. I did have this tea beverage that I bought at the 99 Ranch, and I'm wondering why. Well, I know why I still buy the tea beverages, but I don't know why I even consider using them to taste on the show, because it's just like, yeah, it tastes like tea. It's so pointless. Anyway, that's really all that I have to say for now, so we'll see you around.
With